Hey guys, no, I'm not using this figure for kaiju news again. Not right now, at least. Anyways, yeah, it's the release. This today marks the release of Venom. So you know what time it is. Let's let's predict Godzilla, Eater of Planets. So we get a recap. Godzilla is cracking. The Belsards are scrapping because they're nothing but metal scraps in a junkyard. And Yuko is napping. And Haruo's into Screamo now. Don't believe me? Dun 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 dun. Wait, wait a second. Please don't copy. Dun 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 dun. Okay, there are no trailers of this movie at all, and all I have to go with is the the Tokyo International Film Festival thing and the few screenshots we have. So let's go. So actually, I think the movie will start with this scene. I'm pretty sure that is either that. So it's Haruo in school. You know, before Godzilla attacked the airport and killed people who are not Haruo's parents. And I'm pretty sure that the flashback we see here will be the same scene that features Haruo's parents. Yuko is revealed to be alive, although in a coma. There's some character stuff. Everything seems to be going semi fine. I mean, Godzilla's still not dead, and he's like a looming threat, but everything's still kind of okay. There's another servum attack, but this time it's a water servum. So the Godzilla spawns are destroyed. Everything's actually miserable because that's what the thing says, and that's what the description says, and that's what probably happened in real life. So the situation goes bad to worse as Haruo figures out that Metphis has strung up a cult who worships King Ghidorah. You know, the entity that Metphis warned Haruo about. Haruo, I can't speak today. Please help. Anyways, Bill Saludo are back, and they're here somewhere. That's computer screens, so I don't know if this is supposed to be like a flashback in like Godzilla City or anything. I don't know. I mean, these electronics in here are giving me the feeling that this is some mechanical thing. The lighting is reminding me of the Hotua camp, so I don't know. More stuff goes on. Godzilla walks past, and he actually doesn't even notice. He doesn't even notice the Hotua base because he's just concentrating on where he's going. Okay, here's an interesting scene that I've been thinking about ever since the whole God of the Void thing in the poster came out. So from the Tokyo International Film Festival sneak peek, it seems like this theory I have is correct. So at this beginning, you can see Ghidorah going towards a spaceship. So here's where I thought the scene was going to go. So basically, it would go to the radio, which is going off for 20 years. and basically it's just going off. The crew is in, everyone's in hypersleep, I think. I don't know. I don't know. So then there's all these stars going around, but then it just stops. So basically, imagine the radio's right about here, and like you can just see like all the stars everywhere, but then suddenly just cuts and just black. But the radio is still there. That's all the light. But the lights coming off the radio reflect some weird creatures, and then suddenly we see one of the Ghidorah heads. Oh, can you see the eyes they made? Okay, let me. So yeah, suddenly we see Ghidorah's head coming to the radio, and then the radio fits right in Ghidorah's mouth, and then boom. The explosion's just a flash for a second, and then it lights out. Metphies comes into wherever Miana's at. He's about to kill her. Miana knows what's gonna happen and tries to save her sister, only to get caught by Metphies. Teleports behind you. Nothing personal, kid. Oh my gosh, you know I had to make that reference. So yeah, I don't know what if the twins will survive or not. I don't think so. I think at least one of them is probably gonna die this time around. But anyways, Ghidorah comes from the void. This thing, I think this glowing thing. That's probably like his body glowing really bright, right? So Godzilla's here. Shall we begin? So Godzilla and Ghidorah are fighting. Actually, I'm pretty sure. Okay, you see this thing? This thing like below this neck? Yeah, I think that is part of God. No, wait, that's either part of Godzilla. That's either Godzilla's knee, or that could be Ghidorah's body. I don't know. So, anyways, Godzilla and Ghidorah fight. So the way I'd have it, there would be three stages of the battle. The first one is a full-on beam battle with Godzilla just sitting here in this forest thing, shooting his particle beam while Ghidorah shooting his particle beam at the sky while Ghidorah is just firing his gravity beams. Then Ghidorah is just sick. Ghidorah is sick of this, and he extends his necks all the way down through this portal. By the way, here's my size comparison of Godzilla Earth to what I think Ghidorah will be. Ghidorah's overall size will be. But anyways, the Ghidorah battle second phase is just the necks, like twirling around Godzilla, like clawing at, like biting him while it's just like grabbing the necks and firing atomic breath, trying to grab the necks at least because he's pretty slow. By the way, this is Godzilla. This would be Godzilla when he first notices. This would be Godzilla when he first notices Ghidorah up in the sky. Ghidorah's like gravity beams at the start of phase 1, and this is Godzilla's final atomic breath shot in phase 2. I meant phase 1. Then Ghidorah gets tired of using his necks as well, so he just goes with the body, and that's what I think they're showing here. Because I wouldn't like it if Ghidorah was just three different entities. So the two kaiju brawl. So Ghidorah starts exploiting Godzilla's weakness, which was discovered earlier in the movie, in one of those discussions that are that discussions that are fair, that are basically expected in the anime movies. But anyways, yeah, Godzilla's weakness is discovered. No, actually, screw it. Ghidorah just goes for the dorsal plates again, just like the humans in Mechagodzilla City did. So, anyways, yeah, Ghidorah's just sweeping the floor with poor Godzilla. When suddenly, Ghidorah realizes something. So Godzilla's using another atomic breath. Ghidorah doesn't think much, but suddenly you see yellow flashes along the permeable shield. Then Ghidorah is like, oh crap. Godzilla's particle shield had been absorbing Ghidorah's gravity beams the whole time. There's virtually no escape for poor Ghidorah over here. He's gonna die, and he knows it. So Godzilla huffs and puffs and blows and uses his particle beam to slice right through Ghidorah's chest. But it doesn't end there. The beam will go all the way out and all the way into the out of the atmosphere and over to the void. And once the particle beam goes through, you know what happens. Well, it looks just like you're at a huge explosion, a spectacular. Well, it already looks like a spectacular explosion from space. When we go to Earth's view, it looks like the absolute greatest 4th of July fireworks show ever. Also, Mothra's egg is alive, and actually, if I was the writer of the movie, I would also include a subplot where Mothra hatches from her egg, ages to imago form, and goes and protects the Hotua from this thing. This would be like about, let me say, maybe 10 to 20 minutes before the whole Godzilla versus Ghidorah showdown. And Godzilla emits a final roar before solidifying and turning into a tree. Okay, before you start laughing, I think there's a good reason behind this. I mean, it was explained that in City on the Edge of Battle that a lot of the landscape that you think would be directly generated from Godzilla is actually just mimicking him. But outside, why not? I mean, actually, I don't even know. I mean, maybe I just like Shin Godzilla way too much, and I just want another Godzilla movie to have such a strange ending as that. Sayonara.